The main challenge, of course, is location. As I've explained in great detail, if you have communities that are so sparsely populated, and some of them may have anywhere from just 500 people to maybe 1,000, 1,500 people. So you automatically have a challenge for private sector companies to put the infrastructure in place in an area like that. Think of cell phone towers and the cost of putting that infrastructure in place when you know in terms of your business model there are no more than 500 people living in that area, vis-a-vis putting the same infrastructure in a place or in a location that has large population structures. So we are very fortunate. We just passed some new legislation, and I know telecommunications legislation, and I know that several territories in our region have a universality fund, which allows providers, the telecoms providers, to contribute to a fund that makes it feasible for government and the private sector to partnership to ensure that at least in those areas there is service. That nobody wants to say to any citizen of any country that because of your physical location you will be denied the opportunities that connectivity, telecommunications, telephone service, mobile service, access to the internet. And here we're talking about opportunities in terms of education, online learning, in the area of health, telemedicine. If you're an entrepreneur, the opportunity to be able to sell your products online, on Facebook, free of cost. So you don't want to say to, just because you're in a remote community or in a poor hinterland community, that you don't have the same options of development. It is absolutely critical that boys and girls are equally represented in the ICT field. I'm really excited that a lot of international agencies, and here specifically the International Telecommunications Union, and also their sections of the UN, some of their agencies that focus specifically on bringing technology to girls and women. As we know, traditionally there's a divide. The statistics have shown that men are more susceptible and more willing to consider a career in technology. And so, for example, the ITU has a very specific Girls in ICT Day, and several territories expand that to a broader program where we go out as governments, as organizations, we go to schools, we go to high schools, we do hackathons that are specifically targeted to girls. We provide more training opportunities also for girls. Just about 2 months ago in Guyana, we completed a 12-week Girls Can Code training program through my ministry. And it was actually amazing because we were looking for 20 girls between the ages of 12 to 14 who would be willing to come and do this Girls Can Code program. And believe it or not, we ended up with 57 young girls, young Guyanese girls that were just geared and ready to go. So of course we had to expand it. There was no way I could not say to any one of them that we could not accommodate them. And so I am very excited that there is an awareness within our countries, within this great Caribbean region, and internationally, that we have to redress the imbalance. So I think we're on the right track. I think it's important also for parents to be able to encourage their girls to think beyond the traditional roles that we still want to shove on them in this 21st century. At the end of the day, the statistics show that by 2025, 70% of the jobs that are going to be available in the world will mandate and will require training and competencies in information technology.